The problem is I can't get anybody just to reply to my ads or come on board. So I am in rural New South Wales, and what's your strategy?
Yeah, so
when you can't get a bait?
And that happens a lot, right? You know, we've got clients right the way through Australia that it's a constant struggle. It's probably the biggest. There are plenty of benefits to being in rural Australia, like community and vibe and stuff, but this will be the one. Like, talent will be the biggest constraint of a rural company. So you're in good company. It's not like you're on your own. Here's what doesn't help, but maybe some comfort. Here's what I would say. I would say that you need to be the most attractive business in town. So the way you put your best foot forward is you have to make your opportunity sound more exciting than every other opportunity that those people could take in that town, right? And we can do that a few ways. We can do that through, having the best culture, best working environment, people get treated the best. They are real things that people will be attracted to. Fundamentally, I think that the way that I've had success combating the issue in rural is offer to pay more. It's the only way I know. And it's because, the number one interest is their wages, and it's the way it should be. So, when you think about it, you've probably got to offer something better than everybody else. Practically, okay, let me put it to you this way. If nobody is replying to your ads, it's not because there's no one there. That's the market speaking. And the market is saying, it's not attractive enough for me.
So I haven't mentioned remuneration in my advertisements.
Great, so you should.
Should I do that?
Only if it's a competitive advantage. If you're offering to pay more than they would normally get, then you should be shouting that from the rooftops, because that's just marketing 101. When you've got a competitive advantage, you need to put that forward. Now, there's a psychology of the second interest, right? Which is, if I'm going to get paid more, but I also really like the environment, and I really like Pauline, and I really like the kind of work we're doing, now it's a no-brainer, right? So people won't always move just for a few bucks, but when it's a few bucks plus, then you'll find people would move. So that doesn't answer how to promote the role, but I'm scared that you would go and promote with something that is vanilla in the eyes of your prospects, right? So if we can just fix it, and okay, let me put it to you this way, because I have people say to me, well, I don't want to pay an extra $4 an hour because, I don't have to. It's like, but you do, the market have spoken, right? And I put it to people this way, talking to a guy the other day, just yesterday, client of ours, mechanical workshop, also in rural, in Queensland. And he's like, we pay $38 an hour, but we can't find anyone. I'm like, exactly. So you should pay 42. He's like, I can't possibly pay 42. When I was young and did my apprenticeship, I was on like a threepenny bit, And so I'm like, but that doesn't matter. Like it's 2019 going into 2020. You've got to match the market. I said to him, how much money are you making by saving those $4 at the moment? How much money are you making by not having that team member right now? None. You're making none. Why wouldn't you give away a little bit of your margin to pick up the extra margin for the company? That's where I sit. I'm like, make it more attractive, pay more money. I'm sure you've got the culture bit right and all those things. Pay more money. I know it's going to hurt, but it hurts less than the opportunity cost of having no one.
Yeah, so we find it very difficult because, like, people in my industry can go out, I suppose, like tradies, and work for themselves.
Not everybody wants to do that, right?
Some money in their hands. Yeah.
Most people don't want to work for themselves. All right, so give me some numbers. Let's rip. What at the last time you went to employ anybody, what were you offering them? Dollars-wise?
35 an hour.
Is that plus super?
Yeah, everything goes on top.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they take home.
Okay, let's go 40.
Yeah.
What are you charging out at?
We've got a few of my clients on there. 75, 85. I don't actually charge by the hour, Wez.
No, I'm sure, but you still had to base your prices on an hourly, I'm sure you're priced by value, but it's still based around how many hours you think to deliver.
Yeah, well, yeah, sort of.
Ideally.
So not less than 75.
Okay, good. Okay, so if you paid somebody 40, you'd have to bill 80.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Getting that.
yeah, I think I wouldn't go past 50-50. I wouldn't go past whatever you bill them out at, 50% goes to the team. So if you're going to start paying people 40 plus, I think you've got to go to 80 or 77 or 78. You can get close, but you couldn't be at 40 plus super charging out 75 plus GST, right?
No, I can't. I can't keep my overhead.
That's too skinny, yeah. But if you were to pay 40 and bill yourself out at 80 plus, you can scale that greatly. Because remember, that's picking up $40 an hour, right? Doing that scenario, you're picking up nothing out of that team member now because you can't find them.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. I would go and make my offer more attractive. That's one thing. Maybe it's a 9-day fortnight as well. Whatever you can do to make it more attractive. That's one option. Then when you've got that, you need to run the ad on Seek, you need to run it on Indeed, you need to run it on LinkedIn, Facebook, Insta, and then your Facebook ad, you push to a geographical area around your business saying, we're hiring and this is the role, and tag your friends below, right? So it's not about trying to find the candidate on Facebook, it's about going to the community. This is what Regional does well, going to the community plus 50Ks, and saying tag your friends, it would be good. So some mother-in-law tags their daughter-in-law who would be a great candidate.